Today I will be introducing you to a very famous Nigerian mocktail called Zobo. Zobo's primary ingredient is the hibiscus leaf or sorrel, depending on where you are in the world. And to get the primary ingredient, all you have to do is boil your hibiscus leaves in some water. For this recipe, I was able to boil my hibiscus leaves in 1 liter of water. An important thing to note is the amount of water you use to boil your leaves is the amount of liquid you get out of your for your recipe or for your mocktail. And we popularly boil this with some ginger and pineapples. The pineapples should just give a natural sweetener, and the ginger just for some spice. You could use about a thumb size of fresh ginger. I used 1 teaspoon of dried ginger for this recipe. And yeah, let's just start preparing our mocktail. And today we're going to be shaking and straining. Those are the 2 bartending techniques we're going to be using for our recipe. The first thing is we have 180 ml of boiled sorrel that goes into our shaker, but before we do that we have to get some ice. Well, Zobo is actually, I remember Zobo mostly because of my childhood. We normally have this with like puff puff or asung or something, chin chin, or like meat pies. That would be like patties for Jamaicans. It's a very fun and refreshing mocktail. It's also very hot in my country, so you can imagine even here, it's a very refreshing drink to have on a sunny day. Even in the winter, you can just make it hot if you like. And a lot of people also make this with lemon. I've seen people make it with green tea, because hibiscus has, as we know, a lot of benefits. It's a great antioxidant, helps with digestion, and it's been shown to actually reduce high blood pressure in some people. So this is something that you might want to share with someone who might need it. And then moving to our second ingredient, we have pineapple juice. Just because we've boiled the hibiscus with some pineapples, this just brings out the pineapple flavor and helps to just add a little sweetness to our hibiscus. So we're going to be putting in 20 ml of our pineapple juice. Next, we're going to also add some pineapple puree or pineapple syrup. Thankfully, here at the Emirates Academy, we have a lot of resources, so I was able to really play around with this recipe here for my mocktail presentation initially. But at home, if you just have some sugar and pineapple juice, this will do. You could just adjust the sugar to your taste preference, which would be great. But for today, we'll be also adding 20 ml of the pineapple syrup. To our shaker. And lastly, we will have 30 ml of the sugar syrup. Alright, so all our ingredients are in our shaker. Now we're going to just take the lid, give it a light tap to secure it closed, and we shake. Shaking is a technique we use simply to mix all the ingredients in and also give it an instant chill. You normally would keep shaking until it's a little too cold to hold, and that's how you know that your ingredients are ready. Also, the body will be a little frosty, so right about now we're just going to give it a light tap. This is something I had to learn because sometimes it just pops off. So 1 tap, there we go. And then I'm going to take my Hawthorne strainer to do the straining. But before we get into that, in your glass, just another note, the recipe is made to a 240 ml glass container. It could be a mason jar, it could be a highball glass, whatever it is, but this recipe fits in a 240 ml glass with some ice. So we're going to fill our glass with ice. Right up to the rim, right there. You could also freeze some pineapples and use as an ice base, which I did initially. It just gives an extra sweetness, so that way it's not diluted as the ice melts, but more so just giving more and more sweetness to it, sweet tooth. So And now we're going to take our strainer and strain directly into our glass, having that very lovely burgundy look to it. Very nice. And for my garnish, we're able to dehydrate some pineapples, very lovely flowers, and we're just going to put it on here. You could also dry up some ginger or have some cucumbers as a garnish, just for some freshness and some variety. And then always serve on a coaster and with a straw. If you're home, you skip the straw, but you know, hospitality, this is what we do presentation wise, and this is Zobo. Please feel free to enjoy this recipe, make it your own however you like, and let us know how you like it. Thank you.